Okay, so good morning, class. For our chapter 1, we'll be focusing on the tourism marketing. So, introduction to tourism marketing. So, tourism marketing refers to the marketing strategies that different components of the tourist industry use to sell their products and services. So, basically, it will be focusing on how we'll be creating strategies or create an advertising promoting a specific product to the public. So for our objectives, at the end of the lesson or the chapter, the student are expected to number one, define marketing, enumerate types of market, identify the basic components of marketing, and understand the relationship between needs, wants, and motive. So, what is marketing? So, basically, marketing is the activity set of institution and processes for creating, communicating, delivering, and exchanging offerings that have value for customers, clients, partners, and society at large. So it is basically a process of selling a product to the market or promoting or advertising product to be sold in the market or to the public. Marketing is the organization tasked to determine the needs, wants, interests of target markets and to deliver the desired product service more effectively and efficiently. So, basically, as a human being or individual, meron tayong tinatawag na basic needs na kailangan natin to satisfy our needs. So, kaya meron yung marketing or yung market for them, no, to sell product to satisfy the needs of the consumer or individual. Okay, market. Market is a place where buyer and sellers meet personally to satisfy individual needs. A market is an asset of actual and potential buyers who might transact with the seller. So sa market naman, ito yung it is a place wherein the two parties meet, 'di ba? Nag-meet sila for them to satisfy the individual needs. So yung two parties na yon is yung tinatawag nating buyers or the consumers and the sellers who sell the products for the satisfaction of the buyers. Okay? So there are four types of market. First is the consumer market. So a consumer market is a market when individuals purchase product or services for their own personal use. So pag sinabi nating consumer market, basically it talks about the personal use ng isang customers. So it is a daily needs and wants of a customer. For example, rice, viands, skincare, makeups, phones, and laptops. So for example dito, as a student, ang mga personal use or personal things na ginagamit natin or personal products na ginagamit natin is computer for us to search or do our task performance. Okay? That is consumer markets. Okay? Mga product na ito is for only for our own personal use. Next. So under the consumer markets, there are four categories na pag-uusapan, which is the fast-moving consumer goods. So the moving consumer goods, these are high volume, low unit value, fast repurchase. So ibig sabihin nito, ang fast-moving consumer goods, ito yung madami ang demand, pero mababa lang yung unit price or mababa lang yung value in the market. For example, street food, newspapers, basic needs or mga basic needs natin like rice, water, rice, foods, yon mga waters for us to para hindi tayo mauhaw. So that is the fast-moving consumer goods. Yung mga products na mabilis maubos sa market because kahit mataas yung demand niya is mabilis siyang maubos kasi mababa lang yung cost value. Okay, let's proceed to the next category, which is the consumer durables. So these have low volume but high unit value. So ibig sabihin ng consumer durables is ito naman is konti lang yung demand sa market, but konti lang yung demand sa market at hindi siya masyadong mabilis maubos kasi nga mataas yung cost value niya. So consumer durables are often divided into two, which is the white goods. So example of white goods is the fridge, freezers, cookers, dishwasher. So it is basically yung white goods is mga products na nakikita natin inside a kitchen. While the brown goods naman, for example, is the DVD players, game consoles, TV, aircon. So it is products na nakikita naman natin sa mga living area, restrooms, comfort rooms, and so on. So that's it for the consumer durables. Next is the soft goods. So the soft goods are similar to consumer durables, except that they are wear out more quickly and therefore have a shorter replacement cycle. So, ibig sabihin, pag sinabi natin soft goods is wearable siya. For example nito is yung mga fabrics just like clothes, shoes, tapos meron din tayong tinatawag na mga watch, necklace, and etc. So, that is soft goods. Okay, next is the service. So this refers to a transaction in which no physical goods are transferred from the seller to buyer. Ibig sabihin, walang makukuhang product or physical product si buyer because ang binayaran niya na service or product is service, which is the skills. Okay, so that is a service. So let's proceed to the next, which is the business market. So these institutions or people buy industrial goods either for the purpose of using business operations. So it is also known as the business to business marketing or the B2B marketing. So ibig sabihin nito basically is as an individual na gustong mag-create or magpatayo ng business is kukuha ko ng mga products in an existing business para ilagay ko sa aking sariling business. For example, the existing business is yung mga shops na nagbebenta ng computer sets. Okay, so bibili yung yung entrepreneur sa computer, nagbebenta ng computer set para ilagay niya sa business niya, which is the computer shop. Okay, another example is buying flowers to the nagbebenta ng mga flower shops kasi gusto niya rin mag-create ng flower shop. Okay, another thing is washing machine for the laundry shop. So that is business markets, or also known as the business to business marketing. Let's proceed to the global markets. So global markets, so markets which have historically been tried in international trade are most readily identified as global market or being global. If someone refers to overseas expansion efforts through licensing, franchises, and joint ventures. So ibig sabihin ni global markets is ito yung mga markets wherein nag-undergo sila through international trading, or nagkaroon sila ng activity wherein an overseas expansion through the efforts of licensing, franchising, and joint venture. So for example dito is the Jollibee. So there's a lot of branches of Jollibee entire the country and also outside the country, internationally and locally. Another thing is the Starbucks, the KFC, Disneyland, and there's a lot of companies pa na nag-undergo ng global markets. Okay? Next is the non-profit or government markets. So a type of organization that does not earn profit for its owner. All of the money earned by or donated to the non for-profit organizations is used in pursuing the organization's objectives. So the non-profit is basically hindi naman siya sinasabi na talaga na hindi sila kumikita ng pera. But the thing is, yung money na na-earn nila is hindi napupunta sa organization but napupunta doon sa sinusupport nila na society. For example, dito is the ABS-CBN Foundation Incorporated or the Sagip Kapamilya. So very familiar itong organizations na ito kasi nag-start ito during the Ondoy, I think, yung mga lindol-lindol and lindol-lindol and baha dito sa Philippines. And also the Jollibee Food Corporation or SEEDS program. So that is for example of nonprofit government markets. So let's proceed to the definition of marketing. So in marketing, there are several words that is connected in it. First is the customers. So in a marketing, without the customers is wala tayong pagbibigyan or pagbebentahan ng isang product. Okay? So next is the analysis. So in marketing, when you create a business, you need to have a marketing plan on how you sell something in the public. And that is one way of creating a good marketing plan to analyze what is the demand, what are the customers, what are the products that you will promote or to sell in the public. Next is advertising. So when you analyze, na-identify na natin yung mga products, customers natin, and na gusto mong i-sell in the public, so you need to advertise it in the public. Because if you don't advertise or promote it, no, hindi mabebenta or hindi malalaman ng tao na mayroon ka palang business na ino-offers in the public na pwede nilang consume. Okay? Next is the market. So when you're starting a business, so ang first priority mo is kukuha ka talaga ng business, ng area or place wherein doon mo ibebenta yung mga products mo sa public. So that's the time na papasok si market. Okay? Next is the sales. So sa sales, pag nabenta ka, so makakukuha ka ng sales, makaka-earn ka ng income, and that's the sales. Next is the promotion. So promotion is same lang siya for advertising. So advertising, just an information, advertising is under the promotion. Another, the price. So when you set the product, naka-create ka ng product na gusto mo i-present sa public, ibenta sa public, you must think of what ano yung mga prices ng specific product mo. Kasi there's a lot of competitors in the market in the market industry. Okay? For example, ang gusto mong business is iPhones. Okay? So as you can see, there's a lot of competitors na nagbebenta ng mga iPhones. So the thing is, you analyze kung ano yung mga prices na ilalagay mo kasi the way na binabaan mo yan, lahat ng mga competitors mo or mga competitors mo is magsisibabaan din yan siya. Okay, hanggang maging low profit na lang or magiging mababa na lang yung value ng cost ng product na ibinebenta mo. Next is the internet. So, belong din sa marketing si internet because in our generation today, as the technology evolves and there's a lot of innovation through internet or technology. So, number one materials or ginagamit talaga in marketing is internet. Kasi halos lahat ng mga tao nowadays is gumagamit ng internet, ng phones, para doon na lang sila makakuha ng mga information, awareness also. And that's the time that marketing use internet to promote something to the public. Kaya nakikita natin when we are scrolling, no, there's a lot of marketing strategies na pumapop up sa ating mga phones or laptops. Okay, next is the target. So as new business owners, kailangan natin mag-data gathering on kung sino yung mga target markets natin na pagbebentahan natin ng mga products. Okay? So that is the definition of marketing is the customers, the analysis, advertising, market, sales, promotions, price, internet, and the target. Okay, now let's proceed to the relationship between needs, wants, and motives. So pag sinabi nating needs naman, it is it things we must have in order to stay alive. So ito yung mga bagay na very important for us to stay alive. For example, shelter, food, water, clothes. So without these needs or basic needs, hindi tayo mabubuhay. While the wants naman is things we don't really need but we would like to have. For example, in our generation today, phones is needs na natin. So, paano siya magiging wants when you are choosing kung nagpumipili ka talaga ng model ng phone na gusto mo. For example, basic need natin phone. Tapos ang gusto mong phone is iPhone 16. So that is tinatawag nating wants. So the difference between needs and wants is we call awareness or information. Kasi as individual, alam natin sa sarili natin na meron tayong mga needs and wants. And nagbibigay tayo ng information and it will give us awareness na kailangan natin yung mga needs and wants na yun to satisfy ourselves. Okay? So, now let's discuss the relationship between needs, wants to motive. So, meron tayo ditong graph, ay tawag dito, illustration on how we explain the relationship between needs, wants, and motive. So, as a marketing, diba, or as an individual, the difference between needs and wants natin is tinatawag nating awareness. So, ito yun siya. So, as a marketing, di ba, ang meron tayong tinatawag na objectives or goals. So, objectives or goals natin is i-convert natin yung needs ng individual or ng person or consumer into wants because it is our business. So, pag nalaman natin na may needs or may perception yung consumer natin na may needs siya sa sarili niya, it gives awareness to the marketing. And what we're gonna do is to convert those needs into wants. Pero paano? For example, ang basic needs natin is food. So, how will we able to convert it into wants? For example, in the Philippines, ang mga basic foods na kinakain natin dito is mga adobo, sinigang, menudo, menudo, caldereta, and etc. So that is the basic foods na kinakain natin dito in the Philippines. Pero si marketing, ang gagawin niya is magbibigay siya or magsasuggest siya, magbibigay siya ng motivation, okay, for the consumers na sa Korea is merong mga pagkain na katulad ng ganito. Kimchi, sushi, and etc. So, nabigyan natin, as a marketing, nabigyan natin ng suggestion and motivation si consumer. So, ang gagawin ni consumer is magta-travel siya to Korea para makuha niya or matikman niya yung pagkain na minamarket natin, and it serves as a conversion of needs to wants. And after that, na natikman niya, na nakain niya na, babalik siya Philippines, objectives natin to satisfy. So, naging approved sa kanya, nagustuhan niya yung pagkain, and then it will serve as satisfaction to them. So, that is the relationship between needs, wants, and motive, and how marketing convert needs into wants. Okay? So that is for our chapter 1. I hope you understand our discussion, and thank you and mabuhay.